Yeah. Young Gerald.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the 49ers going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick. Six and a Raven touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We were just talking about him pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Now back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch. And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Spence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go! Come on, let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on. And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there. Because warm-ups were dry. Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter. No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be from 56 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar. Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Benjamin with it over the middle. Space to maneuver at the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, folks, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Block tight. Block tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. Ohio. Let's go. What? 9.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
He'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Attempting now to break his own NFL record. This from 65 yards away. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. In not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Lynch on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement.
Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and they'll set up. Shot right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They run again with Logan. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Flush to his right. Looking downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And running with power here. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. Now a play fake here on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A.J. Derby, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers get a score closer. And this one through the uprights and good. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care. But you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose? It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it. They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a net of 40 there. of 48 and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He'll drop to throw. He finds some open field here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Goes for a gain of 31. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Yates. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Yates. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Here we go.
They'll start out here with the option left. And a nice spin into some open field. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. Now back to throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Caught on the right side by Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the stick smooth. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. And nobody was open downfield there, looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Leopard. Watch it now. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard. Line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. 3rd down here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Boom,
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now, Marty.
Now this time he'll look to throw. out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cameron Jordan in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. Looking deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. An incredible play there on 4th down. 41 yards.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Powers through. Being chased out left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he motions the wide receiver. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end. Got a man. It's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And some room to roam now. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go flat.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 18 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Dancing to his left. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.